Leroy Cruz here, your life applications officer. A lot of videos floating around YouTube. A lot of them. I've seen probably 10 in one day, on and off throughout the day. That was yesterday or the other day, and I've seen a bunch today. These videos are all about women upset that they can't find, well, two things. Women upset that they're not finding love. They're not finding dates. Men aren't asking them out. And then the other one was the problems between men and women. Men and women not being able to give the right communication to each other. Okay, and women wanting to, have these arguments with men when they have already said that they are okay without a man. They don't need a man. But yet they find themselves having these arguments with men because they want to have these arguments with men. And vice versa. Okay. This is why I'm so glad I'm a Christian. Because first of all, in the world would mess me up. This world system dating you got going on, where, most of us, like average Joes like myself, I'm attracted to what I'm attracted to. Average Joes are attracted to everything from average Sallies, if you want to call it that, to Miss Madame or whatever. Look. See, I'm blessed because I've learned a long time ago, well, not a long time ago, but yeah, a long time ago. I learned a long time ago about where I stand with women. And when I say stand with women, I'm talking about the reality of me with women. Like, sure, I meet women all the time that are willing to, have a one-night stand with me. Women who are willing to, what's the word? They're willing to have a one-night stand with me, or they're willing to do something freaky, or something, I meet those kind of women. And they're not bad looking. You know what I'm saying? They got body, they got beauty, They're really not my type though. And even if they were my type, they would be my type no more, because they're promiscuous, I should say. Okay? I don't do promiscuousness. I'm not a fornicator. And I've offended a lot of people when the term came up, about them wondering what the big deal is about being a Christian. And they said that they're a Christian. I said, really? I said, do you believe in sex outside of marriage? They said, of course. Okay, well, you're not a Christian then. Okay? You're not a Christian. Sorry to say that. Sorry to bust your bubble, but you need to read the Word. You need to read your Bible. You can't be sexually promiscuous and be a Christian. Okay? Now, that cuts me out of the game. That cuts this little L right here. It cuts me out of the rest of the party, because I don't have to worry about the women in my circles, women that know me. I don't have to worry about them thinking that they can play me or thinking that I'm trying to be a player or anything like that. The women that get to know me know that I'm not playing games with them. They know that I'm not trying to get anything from them. They know that I don't want anything from them any more than I want from my male friends. Because I don't want their sex. Okay? Now, if you really, really, really think that we have some chemistry, then now we got a situation that I have to investigate. But if you just tested me as a man, that's something else. The video that I just watched, the guy said that he talked about all these things that I agree with almost 100% about, the sexual revolution and how it's written all over your body and how it's written all over you. It's in your hair, it's in your tattoos, it's in your dress code, it's in your shoes, it's everywhere. People can tell that you're promiscuous. Okay? And like I said, I'm cut from the gang because as making the Lord Jesus my Savior, even though I might fall under the category as an average Joe, or fall under the category of something lower than an average Joe, to where I'm not to expect to ever get laid, or I'm not to expect pretty girls to like me. A lot of friends of mine, they didn't want to tell me the bad news. I had to find out on my own. They would like tease me about certain girls, or I shouldn't say girls, ladies. They would tease me about certain ladies, and if I didn't know, they would, if I didn't know better, they would try to, prank me, and many a times what they would do is, wait a minute, you know her? Wait a minute, how do you know her? Because, I know her from work. And she's nice enough to say hi to me without thinking that I'm going to pee on myself if she say hi to me, She's nice enough to say hi to me because she knows me a little bit. Even though at that time, I was the janitor there. Okay. She knew me well enough to know that I'm the janitor that doesn't really, really care about the whole, male, female, hot female, average male, trying to get lucky, whatever. She knows I'm not into that, okay? So whenever she would see me, she might run up to me and give me a hug or something and be glad to see me. Because she knows that whatever she thinks about me that I don't know she thinks about me, I'm not in the game. You see, it's okay for me to be an average Joe, if that's what I am. Or it's okay for me to be, something else, whatever that might be. Okay? I'm still going to get hugs. I'm still going to get treated with some respect from these women because they know that either way you slice it, I'm not in the game. I'm not going to play. Okay? My cards ain't on the table. I'm sitting there with my arms crossed. I'm not going to gamble. And that's the way I am with women. Okay? So this woman gets out of the car. She's, D-Roy, runs up to me, gives me a hug and everything. And my friend's like, wait, you know her? Now, this guy, he's tall. He's lighter than me. He got curly hair. He's a real pretty boy. He's older than me, but he's a real pretty boy. Okay? Wait. You know her? Yeah, I know her. We work together. Oh. Well, you got to give him a hug, you know. And we already hugged each other before he got over there, you know. But he seems, his problem was he was thinking and hoping that I'm introducing him to someone that is in his league, but out of my league. And I'm introducing him to someone that is good for him. I'm not the lucky guy. He's the lucky guy. Well, he screwed up when he told the girl to hug me. Because he got silly with it. You know what I mean? Maybe she'd have been willing to give him 10 minutes of her time or whatever if he had saw her, you know, me and her talking and acted stupid about it. Maybe he would have had a date. I don't know. But he got real silly when he saw me and her talking together because he felt that, hold up. Why we have to hold up? What? Okay? God, I love juice, man. I don't understand why people drink liquor. Just give me some juice. God. Just give me this. What is this? Pineapple, banana, whatever. Oh, God, it's delicious. Minute Maid. God, just give me, we need more juice. Oh, that stuff's good. Minute Maid, it's addictive. If you could get drunk off a Minute Maid, I'd be dead by now. Oh, God. I do a whole carton of this a day. One day, I do a whole carton a day. I see why Minute Maid makes money. They're going to have about as much. They're going to have Trump money pretty soon. People drinking a whole carton of this a day. One person drink a whole carton of Minute Maid. Okay? My goodness, this stuff is delicious. Oh, man. Anyway, in closing, my point is, you know, God didn't intend for men and women to be, for men and women's beauty or lack thereof to affect their life in an emotional, spiritual way. Let me say that again. God did not intend for a man or a woman's beauty, their looks, or their height, or because they got a couple extra pounds. Sure, you know what I mean? Romance. We understand that the more healthier looking you are, the more romance develops. That's natural. There's no way out of that. But God did not intend for any man or any woman's beauty, their looks, their height, their weight, okay, to affect them spiritually or emotionally in their life. If I can't be married to this woman over here, there is a woman, another woman in the sea. There's more mermaids in the sea than this one. And, you know, one of the things that's said on the street that I agree with 100 is that you got to be with somebody that's going to love you. Now, there's some women out there that's going to love me, but I already know I'm not going to love them back, not like that anyway. There have been women that are extremely attracted to me. Okay? And I mean, the crush that they had on me was just like worth investigating. Okay? But I wasn't feeling the same about them. Sometimes these women's passion and attraction to me was so strong, it made me want to use it to my advantage in some way, and God had to catch me. Now, this might have been years ago, but God had to catch me because I was about to do something wrong. I know that I'm not really interested in dating these women. I wasn't looking at these women before they started looking at me. They've been sitting right across from me all this time. Never dotted a second eye at them. And now that I find out that they are crazy, in love with me or whatever they want to call that, okay? They got people putting out the word for them. They got people trying to pull me to the side and have these man-to-man, woman-to-man talks with me, you know what I mean, about their friend, okay? And I'm like, you know, I did make sure the woman understood that I'm willing to be her friend, that I don't stereotype her in any way. I'm fine being her friend. We can be friends. What do you want me to do? You know, but I did not give them any indication that, oh, by them telling my friend, one of my other male friends or female friends, that they were so extremely attracted to me. Okay. I'm watching an old episode of, what is this, Chicago Fire, that I never seen before. Never seen these guys get into it like this. But anyway, back to the video. This is why I should turn my TV off when I do videos. But that's that. And let me, in closing, let me tell you about this. Like, there was this woman that I watched today. I think it was Darius M again, and this woman was crying about. Hold on. Anyway, I'm back. This woman was crying about she had been single all her life. Well, she wasn't. I agree with the guy, you know, Darius, that she couldn't have been single all her life. But she's single now. And she was crying because she saw a man and his girlfriend together. And she realized how alone she was. And she said simple things that I say to myself. You know, I love doing stuff by myself, but like when I'm traveling and when I'm, you know, going to see history or enjoy a drive or whatever, it'd be good to have somebody with me. It'd be good to have somebody with me at funerals and weddings instead of me going alone all the time. I agree with her 100, but I also agree with him 100. Why are you really crying? You crying because your pride actually has finally choked you. Because you got to admit, lady, that you ain't bad looking. Ain't nobody, you ain't, see, this is the fact. Getting back to where I was at on the last video. Women aren't alone because of God. I might be alone because of God. But women are not alone because of God. They're alone because they choose to be. They choose to hold a man at distance like they do because they think holding men at distances and holding men, you know, putting men on shelves and stereotyping men and letting these men know they stereotype them. Okay, letting comparing one man to another right to their faces and all this stuff, and now they're lonely. You're not lonely because God just sitting back saying, I'm going to make her lonely. You're lonely because you chose to be lonely. Because you chose to stereotype potential men that could be there to, you know what I'm saying? So going back to myself now in closing, you have to decide for yourself. See, I'm lonely, but I'm lonely in God. I'm not lonely because, you know, I have to have that lovely Asian girl, which that is my preference. I have to have that lovely Asian girl. Or I have to have, you know, the Indian girl. Or I have to have, you know, the black girl with the fine hair or whatever, or I have to have the short girl, or I have to have the tall girl, I have to have the skinny girl, I have to have the girl with a lot of meat on her bones, whatever. I'm single because I refuse to be with a woman that is ungodly. And I know that, especially right now, why I haven't even been able to go to church on Sundays, I know that that puts me in a predicament to where I'm going to be a lonely person. I'm going to be a lonely person because I don't date women that aren't Christians. Okay? Anytime I meet a woman, it's going to be in a Christian vein. That's the way it's going to be. Anytime I meet a woman. Okay? So, and that's that. So flip that around, and in the world, so to speak, you have a lot of women out there who want to complain and cry about not being, picked, not getting dates and so forth and so on. Okay? You see that. And let me turn this off. Now they got me in this. Now I got to turn this off. It's distracting. So you see that, and you realize that it's really your choice about love and that in your life, just like it's mine. But I'm not going to cry about it because I chose this bed to lie in it. There's a lot of women out there. Most of the women around me are not Christians. And every time I find a woman that I like, I find out that she's, kind of wicked, actually. She's more than just not a Christian. She's actually wicked. Okay? And I don't want that in my life. Okay? And so it's a blessing for me to be single by choice. But sometimes for people in the world, to be single by choice is to be arrogant and haughty. Okay? And full of pride. And it catches up with you like this lady. And now at the very moment when you should be with somebody, you're looking around you and all the people that you used to judge, they all got love and you don't. Okay? So I'm going to stop there. D-Word Cruz, your life applications officer on my Cruise for Christ channel. Like, share, and subscribe. And I will talk to you again with a part 3. God bless.